Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I didn't know it was gonna go live instantly. I'm gonna catch my face there a little bit there at the very beginning, but anyways, hello. First of all, I want to say, let's see, is this in the proper? Yeah, I think this is how I had it. Okay. So basically, I live streamed yesterday. I think, yes, I think I live streamed yesterday. And oh, hello, Sugar Pup. Hello. Nice to see you. First time seeing you on my channel. What was I saying? Oh, right, yeah. I live streamed yesterday, because I wanted to test out this, I got access to do live streaming on YouTube from the actual YouTube app instead of going through StreamYard, and I accidentally deleted that live stream yesterday, by accident. I did not mean to delete that, so if anybody saw that and wondered why it was gone, that's why it was gone. So yeah, but in today's video, well, not video, I always accidentally say video, but in today's live stream, I am going to be rerooting this 1990s Moesha doll. Now, I got this doll, sorry, I got this doll about, how long ago did I get her? About 6 months to a year ago, somewhere in there. And I don't actually do I have her body laying around? I think I left her body in another room accidentally, but she's basically on the kind of twist and turn superstar styled body, with one bent arm and one straight arm. So yes, that's turned to the side like the I think it's the Shanti type of arm mold. But yes, I'm going to be rerooting this girl today, because she has been put on the back burner for quite some time, and her head isn't actually that big. It's very small compared to a regular size Barbie. Let me get a regular size Barbie here. I don't know if this one's head is any bigger than a regular Barbie, but you can see that it's quite a bit significantly smaller, as you can see. But yes. Sorry, I thought I heard somebody pulling up. I'm watching this house. Oh, you are? Really? Okay, that's nice. Hopefully it's not too cold where you are. It's very cold where I am. Well, not too cold, but it's a little chilly. Mainly in our house, since it's not really well insulated, it's a little bit cold, but yes. Let's see here. Yeah, so her head is a bit smaller than a regular size Barbie, like I was saying, so her head wouldn't take that long to reroot, but I've been just kind of lazy, not doing it. But yes, this morning was, oh really? Wow. Yeah, it gets excuse me, it gets very cold where I'm at in the early mornings around this time of year, so I totally understand that. That's like really not a huge fan of cold weather, I'll be honest. I do like when it's like a decent temperature, but you know, not freezing. You know what I mean. But yes, this is this girl, and she's gonna be the main focus of this live stream today. What have I been doing? So I was gonna upload a video on this, but I decided not to, just for whatever reason. I recorded it and everything, I still have it, but I took out the hair on my Barbie Dream Besties Daisy doll, which was in my unboxing live stream video. I didn't have to take her hair out. I wanted to because, me too, it's not that cold anymore though. It's cold. Yes, yes, yes. Whew, I'm glad it's a little bit warmer now, but I think we're getting into the really cold part of the year now, so I don't think we're gonna get any more warm weather, but I hope we do. This is her original hair. It's polypropylene, so that's why I cut it off. It's a beautiful color and everything, but I did get some more hair for her. It took a while to find it, and I explained in that video that I'm just not a fan of polypropylene hair, which, if you don't know, polypropylene is it's very cheap fiber for when you have hair in a doll. It's not like a saran, which is like one of the more preferred fibers, or a kanekalon. So yeah, I did take that out. It's a beautiful color and I like the curl, but it kind of gets caught when you run your fingers through it, and if you're not careful, it can get really frizzy, and it is known to disintegrate, like dry rot off the doll's head. So I took the hair out of her, and yeah, I'm waiting on my Kanekalon hair. It is Kanekalon braiding hair. It's by Expression. I got it off of eBay for about $5-ish, so it's about the same price I paid at my beauty supply store. But I had to add in shipping, so it was a $9.50, I believe, so with shipping, but not horrible. And it's, to my knowledge, not flame retardant, so that means I can straighten it out. Not 100% sure if flame retardant hair can be straightened out. I have not. I mean, I've tried it, but the only other pink hair I've gotten has been flame retardant, and I don't like poly hair either. No, I do not like polypropylene hair. My favorite hair fiber is probably the one that Rainbow High Dolls are rooted with. Oh, her shoe fell off. Which is like the high quality nylon, or kiwi nylon, or whatever you want to call it. That's probably my favorite hair fiber, just because it's a more durable, you know? It can take a lot of beating, and it doesn't like get a bunch of broken ends or anything like that, and stuff like that. My second would have to be probably Kanekalon, just because it's so easy to restore. Like if you get a secondhand doll and get a secondhand doll, and then sorry, I thought somebody might be pulling up. Get a secondhand doll, and then you can kind of fix the hair up and stuff like that. So yeah, it's easy to fix, boil, wash, and whatnot. And Saran is probably my third favorite. I do like the texture of it and stuff, but it does get a lot of broken hairs. It can get a little hard to take care of when it gets older, especially if it's played with condition. But yeah, so, oh my gosh, I love the Rainbow High. Yes, the Rainbow High hair is probably the best hair that they put in on dolls, I'll be honest. It's honestly probably one of my favorite hair fibers, if not my favorite, I think I did say it was my favorite, but yeah. Very good hair fiber, love that. So yeah, let's get to rerooting her. I'm going to be using jet black, Kanekalon braiding hair, as you can see. It's jet black, as I said, and I get it from my local beauty supply store. It costs about $4 to $5-ish for like 3 hanks of hair, which is pretty good. So yeah, I'm just gonna spritz this really quickly. Now, question is this gonna be, if I cut this in half, will that be, no, that's not gonna be long enough. So I need to cut it, I need to use it just like this, and then I can trim it a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's good. So I don't have to cut it. I had a Claudine doll, and I think she had poly hair. It was really, yes. Which Claudine doll was it? Was it the newer ones, the G3 ones? Because a lot of her dolls, the earlier ones especially, had the polypropylene hair. They started kind of phasing that out a bit. I know, because my the first Claudine doll I got, which was the core from the new, like the new ones that they came out with, she had, I know that the first wave, first run dolls, first 2 runs, even the variant that she had, the first variant, had the polypropylene hair, and I had to reroot one with nylon. Yeah, so a lot of her dolls have polypropylene hair. There's even a one doll, I think it's the Studio. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. I'm like really into the Monster High thing, so it was the Studio doll, and it was like a little playset, and she came with outfits and a little like dressing room kind of deal, and she had a mix of saran and polypropylene hair, which I thought was interesting that they did that. I didn't like it, but I thought it was interesting. I don't think I have a brush near me, so I'm gonna have to make do with what I have. Yes, so I'm just going to be taking a little bit of hair. I'm going to be working with a little bit at a time and stuff. Yeah. I'd honestly just recommend if you're able to with your dolls with polypropylene hair to just reroot them, cuz you'll love them a lot more, I'll be honest. um it's just not worth keeping, especially since it's like it could possibly degrade. I don't know if the polypropylene on the newer dolls is the same as the one on the older some of the older dolls, but I have a lot of dolls that are they're called Totsie dolls, and a lot of them were rooted with polypropylene. I don't know if all of them were rooted with polypropylene, but I had one and I picked her up from a thrift shop, and I thought that somebody had brushed her hair really hard and it was coming out, you know? But did like this. I tested her hair and it literally just came falling out of her head like it was dry rotted, so that doll had to be rerooted. And I made her a little I'm making her a little custom, I should say. She's not done yet, but yeah. Just would recommend rerooting if you can. Plus, it's fun to reroot a doll every once in a while, you know? Okay, that hair is getting stuck to the floor, and I cannot get it for the life of me up. Okay, so I'm not going to lay that there anymore. Okay, so what I do when I root these dolls with the Kanekalon hair, well, for any hair fiber, really, I try and do this. I'll grab it in the middle, and I'll try and make the ends as even as possible. I'll probably pull this one up a little bit. Like that. See, they're even now. Then I'll take the middle and I'll grab it like this and I'll try and pinch it and kind of rub it between my fingers like that. And that creates like a dent in the hair. And then what I do is I grab a section of hair that I want to root into the doll. I think the plug will be about this big. I'll lay the hair right there. And then what I do is I will take it and I'll make a knot. And I'll try and aim it for the middle, but because we put that crease in the hair, it'll go right to the middle where it's supposed to be. Oh, I don't know if anybody heard that, but that was quite loud. That scared me a little bit. And I'll do a double knot just to make sure that I'm sorry that it's like not focusing. I'll do a double knot to make sure that it's nice and big so it doesn't come out the hole. So yeah, and that's 2 hair plugs right there. I do the method where you'll take your... That scared me too. Yes, that was quite loud. I do not know who that was. Sometimes we have people going down our road really fast, or sometimes there'll be like random just like spikes where there are like really loud cars, and it's quite scary sometimes. I'll be honest. But yeah, that's how I do that. I learned this method from a YouTuber called Amber Ruxpin. That was the first place I saw someone do this method, but then I learned that I believe she learned it from a person called 1,000 Splendid Dolls, because I seen that YouTuber as well using this method. And it's quite the good method because unlike the knot at the end method, which takes forever and the knots can come out if you're not careful when you tie them and such and whatnot, this isn't really able to come out of the head because it is between... So let me kind of do this. So I'll show you actually by rooting a plug. So I'm going to root one right here. So I'm just going to prime that. And then stick the eye of my needle through there. Aim it for right there. Then I'll grab one end and thread it through the eye of my needle. Like so. And I'll pull it through that hole. Okay, that's one plug done. Now I'm going to go to a hole that's about directly next to it. If you can see that. Let's see, which hole do I want to do? About right here. Oh, there goes another one. Quite a lot of loud vehicles today. And then I'll go the one right next to it and push my eye through there. Did I prime it enough? There we go. Okay, there we go. And then I'll thread it through. Okay, there we go. It's threaded through. And then I'll pull that one through. And then boom. There we go. That's 2 hair plugs. And what that does is that will keep the hair from being able to come out because that knot is right in the middle of those 2 plugs. Like, if you can see that, it's right in the middle. Is there a chance that you can pull out the hair? It doesn't have glue in the head. Okay, so for this method that I'm using, so for most of my reroots, I don't use glue in the head because with the glue in the head method, if you're playing with your doll's hair a lot, and if you pull hard enough, it can come out because it's free floating inside of the head and the glue is what's holding it. So if it becomes detached from the glue, it'll pull right out. But for this method that I learned from Amber Ruxpin, the hair is, I'd say 99.9% not going to come out from regular everyday play or anything like that. I would actually recommend this even if you were giving, like, say you have a child, right? And they, maybe like you're into reroots and you would decide to, hey, I'm going to reroot this doll and give it to a kid for some reason, right? I don't think that they would even be able to unless they are literally like putting the doll between their legs and pulling and pulling and pulling the hair out. I do not think that this hair is going to come out from typical play. You know what I mean? Because here, I'll actually show you. I'm going to grab the one that I just did. And oh, okay, so the knot came out there, and that's not good. We don't want that. We want to make sure that this knot stays in there. So what we're going to do is we are going to, I know that I said all of that, but hear me out. The reason the knot came out was because this is a smaller piece of hair, and most people are going to be rooting thicker pieces of hair into their head. So we want to actually triple knot this. I'm actually going to knot it 4 times. The thicker the knot, okay, so the smaller the knot is, the more likely it is to come out the head because there's not enough to secure it in there. So for a piece like this, I am going to knot it 4 times. Okay. But I think for the rest of the hair, it's not going to come out. See? I'm pulling. It's not pulling out. I'm actually really pulling on this now. So that was just like a one... That was very unlikely to happen, so I'm actually surprised it happened right when I was talking about that. But yeah, these knots do not come out. They're not supposed to, so... Yeah, that's why I like this method so much. Okay, I see why that came out. That hole right there, if you can see, is a lot bigger than this one. And that's probably why that knot popped right out, because it wasn't big enough to fill that hole. Now, I probably could have boiled this doll's head in some hot boiling water, and it would have shrunken some of these holes down for me. And I would actually recommend you do that, especially if you're using this method, to make sure that the knots do not come out, right? So that would help in keeping them from coming out. So let's do that again. We are going to do this again. So that might have been good that it happened so I can show anyone that wants to see how this method works. So we're going to pull that through with that one hole, and then we're going to go to the one next to it, and hopefully we made the knot big enough that it can't come out this time. Yeah, see? It's not coming out this time. It's in there. There we go. And I was pulling on that pretty hard, so. But yeah, this is a pretty good method if you do not want any. This method has 0 shedding. So with a rerooting tool method, for example, or a lock loop or a knot at the end method, you can have shedding. This method prevents shedding 100%, I'd say. Oops, sorry about that, knocked my camera. So yeah, you do not have shedding with this method. So once you put the hair in there, it's in there and it doesn't come out. So yeah, that's why I like this method so much. So I'm very thankful that I've seen some YouTubers using it and was able to kind of use it myself, figure it out and whatnot. So yeah, I just think it was kind of funny that the knot came out there, came out of the head right when I was trying to explain, you know, these knots are not supposed to come out the head. I thought that was kind of comedic, but anyways, we're gonna make another hair, another. I actually like to pre-knot, so I'm actually gonna do that right now. So I'm gonna knot several hair strands. So as you can see, I got pretty fast there. I can knot up to 20 to 30 hair plugs usually, but I'll probably like not spend that much time doing that here. I'll probably not like maybe like 12 at a time, maybe. But yes, this is probably one of the best rooting methods I can recommend to somebody. I actually think more people should use that method than the glue. Yes, I honestly agree, because although I don't think because a lot of people use Fabri-Tac, which I actually bought and tested out myself, and it says that it's water, like, machine washable and stuff like that, so I highly doubt that it would get sticky, and leach out of the hair like a lot of the 2010s Mattel dolls were doing, like Monster High, the original Monster High dolls, the Barbie dolls from that time, just dolls in general. I highly doubt that it would do that, but you never know what it might end up doing, you know? You never know, so with that. But this method is safe because you are basically just, the hair itself is inside the doll's head, right? Not the hair plus glue. And you don't really know what glue is going to do to your doll's head, like discolor it or degrade the vinyl or whatnot and such. So it's honestly like, knots are the best method, or the lock and loop method. I've seen that works pretty well, because that's what actually the factories did, right? For a lot of their dolls. I have a doll right here. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but basically there's a loop in there, right? And it sewed the hair inside for a lot of these older dolls. And it's like a chain. And each chain, like, so basically here's the beginning of a chain, how it would be inside the head. And what it did was it looped another chain through there, like so. Let me see if I can get that through there. Like this. And then it would, the first chain would kind of secure itself like this. And then this chain would be like that. And then it just kept looping through the head, and that would secure the hair, what it used to be anyways. I don't know if it's still like that with the rooting machines now. Now they actually burn the hair inside the head. Have bad glue. So honestly, that message way better than the glue. Yes. Yes. Honestly, would not recommend glue for dolls. I do it occasionally if I'm like trying to like so let me get a Barbie that I actually did use glue on. Okay, let's see here. So I don't do this often, but yeah, older Monster High dolls are notorious for having really, really, really bad glue seepage. I don't have one here, but I do, but I don't know where it is. I have one really bad glue. She has like a rock solid head. I tried to squeeze her head, and it was rock solid, and her hair got stuck to my fingers. as I was trying to do that, as I was trying to remove the glue, and it was really icky. But here's a doll that I actually used glue on. I think I might have sold her on eBay. I accepted an offer. I don't know if they've paid, but and the reason that this is like a custom color magic Barbie, right? And the reason that I typically use glue in these is because there are so many holes. Now, I will say I do create my own rooting pattern, so I don't go into every single hole, but I like to kind of use different methods occasionally, but for most, I'd say about 99% of my dolls, I don't use glue. But for this one in particular, I did use glue. I don't think it will cause any damage to her hair or anything down the road, but honestly, I still wouldn't recommend it. Even like do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. And I do like using the rooting tool method occasionally. And there actually is one YouTuber I've seen online. Her name is Disney Barbie Girl. She does a lot of vintage Barbie restorations. She pretty much exclusively does Barbie almost, I'm pretty sure. And she uses the rerooting tool method, which is basically, if you don't know, where they'll cut the eye of the needle off, so the tip, and then you'll put the hair in there and then you'll plug it inside the head. She does that method, but she doesn't use glue. She swears that you do not need to use glue in your doll's hair for the hair to stay, and I see her brushing her doll's hair, but I think that she fixes her dolls up and she puts them on a shelf. So she doesn't like actually play with her dolls, you know what I mean? So I don't know how her doll's hair stays in the head, even with the styling that she does. So yeah, I don't know how she does it, but I've never been able to successfully root a doll with the rooting tool method and have it stay in the head. So my dolls, older ones, and their head is yellow. That's really gross from on. Yes. Sorry, I was just hearing to see if somebody had pulled up. Yes, the yellow is so bad on the Monster High dolls. I think it's really bad with like, I wish I had one that I could show for anybody that doesn't know or isn't into Monster High. But I cannot for the life of me find one. Yes, it's just really bad that what happens to the dolls, and some Barbies will get that. Well, I don't know if Barbies, maybe some Barbies get the yellow on the hairline, but Monster High dolls, I think because of their skin colors, since it's not like a natural skin tone, it gets it's really noticeable, especially on like the very like bright white dolls like Katrine or Skelita or Laguna Blue. I've seen a lot of her have yellow on her. Frankie, she gets a lot of yellow on her hairline and stuff, so I've seen it mostly around the hairline. Oh, Gulia, I had a Gulia, I think, that had yellowing to her hairline. So when I get dolls like that, I basically will like take their heads off. And I'll spray stuff down in there and try and scrape some of that glue out and kind of agitate it and try and pull as much out as I can to try and loosen that glue up. Like spray stuff in there, like I've poured OxyClean into a Barbie's head, and I basically completely removed the glue from the inside. So that's like a true degluing treatment right there, but it's very risky, you know, especially for 2010s dolls and stuff like that because of the face paint and whatnot. But I have tried to do that, and it seems that you can. It just takes a lot of time and patience. But yes, I do try and avoid glue at all costs. Go knotting another one. Let's do a triple knot. There we go. I'll do one more. Sorry, somebody walked in and I'm trying to see who it is by listening, but I think it's my grandma, so yes. Every time I try and live stream, somebody walks in, I don't know why, or like is making a lot of noise. It doesn't happen when I'm not streaming, I don't know why, but yeah, there we go. That's enough hair plugs for now. I think I'll do a triple knot for this one. There we go. But yes, okay, let's see here. Which hair? I guess I'll go finish the hairline, the front hairline, before I move on to that part. These holes are really teeny. I really love the Moesha doll. I love her face sculpt, for one, and I really love the makeup and everything, but I also love that they gave her like little baby hairs, like edges. I think that's super cute that they did that, especially for the time. I don't recall seeing a lot of other dolls not having edges. I could be wrong, but I love when they paint edges on dolls. The G3 Monster High dolls, I've seen Draculaura and Claudine have edges, and I believe Caddy from G3, and then Draculaura, Caddy from G3, Claudine, and then Venus have edges. I really love the edges on dolls. I want more. I want more characters with more edges, you know? But yes. Just trying to, sorry, I did that off camera. But yeah. Probably should spray these a little bit. They're kind of dry, so. This hair, so there is different types of Kaneko hair that you need to look out for. I would recommend the Expressions hair, so it's Expression with an X. They have Aquatex Expression hair, which is basically water repellent. That is fine. You can use that on a doll. What that means is the hair will be kind of water repellent. So it works out great for if you don't want to wait for your doll's hair to dry for that long. It dries pretty quickly. And even just regular Expressions Kaneko dries really quickly. I don't know what it is. I think it has something to do with, since this is used for like human hair and stuff, like for braiding, I think that it's like they've made it to where it can like, if water gets on it, it dries quickly. Like that, some sort of technology for that. I think that's really unique and cool, honestly, that they did that. And I don't mind it for my doll's hair, but some people might. But so I think I just might as well inform people while I am able to. There we go. But yeah. Besides this doll, ooh, no, I didn't stab myself yet. I have stabbed myself before quite badly with the needle going too fast. There we go. Really trying to focus the camera on this. But yeah, besides this doll, I am planning on rooting. I have several hundred, maybe not 100, but quite literally maybe dozens of dolls that I need to reroot. That either had really bad quality hair, have had haircuts, have been bald for years, etc., etc. You name it, I have it when it comes to doll hair. So I have quite a stockpile of dolls that need to be done. Have a lot of Barbie dolls, bald Barbie dolls and stuff. Even some that just need partial reroots. It's quite a lot. But it gives me something to do. It gives me something to do, and I'm happy to do it every now and then for them. So, you know. There was one point where I was rooting like one doll after the other. I was like speeding through my reroots, but now I'm just kind of chilling, you know, doing a little bit at a time, not trying to overwhelm and burn myself out from doing it. What year was this doll's head sculpted in? 90, what does that say? 99, 99, okay. $19.99. I think that's about when this doll came out. Or 2000. It was either 1999 or 2000. I think this doll came out. And I didn't know who she was when I got her. Ooh. I just stuck the needle through that doll's ear piercing hole. That's oof. I'm glad I didn't stab myself too bad with that. Sorry, I need to go off camera for a minute. I need to see if this is a hole or not. That is a hole. So I'm gonna stick that through there. Sorry, my eyesight's a little bad. Let's see. Got two more. Like that. Then pop that through there. Doop. I actually do have some dolls here that I would like to show that I am going to be working on. I'll do two more plugs actually. So I'll do these two more plugs and then I'll show you the dolls that I'm working on. Where's the other hole? Oh, there it is. Okay, this doll's head is a little bit hard, but I don't mind it because that means that it's less likely to split open from poking it and stuff. I'm washing my hands because I'm going to paint them. Oh, really? Ooh, what are you going to paint on them? Like scenery or little animals or, ooh, that, you know, it'd be cute. Like little portraits of people. That'd be cute. It'd be kind of hard, though, to get the portraits to look like the people. But, you know. Yes, and then you pull it taut, and then it's in there for good. There we go. She's got a whole front hairline and working on the back. Okay, so let's take a break from her for a teeny second. I don't think I've ever actually painted rocks before. I am a bit of an artist, so I do like drawing and stuff like that, but I don't think I've ever painted rocks. I might try that. Thank you for some ideas of what? Oh yeah, like scenery. That'd be cute on the rock, or maybe like, cause I have what to paint because I have no idea what I'm going to paint on the rock. Yeah, like maybe portraits of people, like their faces. That'd be cute. Or maybe like scenery, or stuff like that. Maybe like animals. That'd be cute. Ooh, you could do, since it's coming up Christmas, you could do like a wintry kind of thing going on there. Maybe like a reindeer. That'd be cute. Honestly, I'd love to see that. But I am going to reroot this doll at some point when I get the hair. She's the newest doll that I'm planning on rerooting. This doll has been on the back burner for quite the long time. She's in pretty rough shape, actually. She needs some... She's a bit dusty, actually. Ooh. From laying down for so long. Okay. But she is Briar Beauty, from Ever After High. One of my few surviving Ever After High dolls. Ugh, I love these dolls. I wish I had more, but I destroyed mine. A lot of mine, so... But she still has her dress, her tights, even her little bracelet. I think I might have her bag. I'm not sure, but that's basically all that I have from her. But yeah, she does have some stains on her face. I haven't done any stain removal because I don't feel like it's too bad to warrant that. But yeah, she did have a chipped eye that I had to like touch up the black paint on. There's a little mark there, but yeah, she has a lot of holes going on in her head, so she's gonna take a while. But I do have some brown nylon that I might end up rooting her with, but I have to do the knot at the end method, and that's going to take forever, and that's why I've been procrastinating, because I want her hair to be kind of long. Yeah, so, but she is missing a hand, sadly. But yes. She's in decent shape besides that. The next doll... Oh, there is Moesha's body. So that's what a Moesha body looks like. It says 1991 on the back, so I guess this is a newish body mold for the torso at least. She has the rubber bending legs, a bent arm, and then a like kind of pointed to the side arm, and the twist. Did I say twist and turn waist? Yes, I think it did. And what I do with my dolls, I even did it to Daisy Jean, this doll right here, the newer one, is a lot of the dolls, I think from the 90s and after that, had these prongs that would keep the head on from being able to be pulled off. And I will cut those off because you don't need them to keep the head on. You just need this little disc kind of thing going on there. And the head will pop right back on. And if you ever need to take the doll's head off again, it makes it easier. So you don't have to like heat up water or anything like that. You can kind of just pop it right off. So there's a little tip in case you wanted to try that out. I learned this from Amber Rexpin as well. I kind of learned a lot of what I do from Amber Rexpin. Yeah, I just realized that. But yes. That is her body. Other reroots I'm doing. Here's one that I started. I'm not going to be doing these reroots on live, by the way. I'm going to kind of be focusing on Moesha for the reroot, but this is a Claudine Sculptement Secrets Series 2 Iridescent doll, and she had the polypropylene hair, and I didn't have the exact hair color, which honestly I think I might have found a proper hair color for her, so I might end up waiting until I get that. It's like her hair was like a lighter purple color, and I only had this like kind of more reddy darker purple, which I thought would look pretty on her, but if I can get a closer hair match, I think I will. So I might just hold off on rooting her anymore. But yeah, she's really pretty, and I really like her outfit and makeup and everything. So, but I didn't like her poly hair. I had tried to boil wash it, condition it, and everything, and it just was like really frazzled, and I didn't like it. So she is getting all new hair. The other doll I am going to be working on is this Core Abby doll. To my knowledge, every Core Abby doll has polypropylene hair, and most of the Core dolls actually do not have, from G3, do not have polypropylene hair anymore. They are rooted with Saran because I think the budget went up or something, but she sadly never got a Saran variant that I know of. So I am stuck with rooting her with a hair color that actually is quite similar to her original. It's going to be a bit shorter, but, you know, it'll be not polypropylene, so yes. She has a really pretty face, so she deserves it. Really squishy head, too, so it should be easy rooting her. Let's see. This Palm Beach Barbie, which I uploaded a video, like, it was part 1 of, it was part one of me, my G3 Abby doll, but I hate the tinsel in her hair. Yes, what I did with my doll when she still had hair is I just ripped the tinsel out. It actually, if you take a fine enough brush and you run it through there, it will actually rip the tinsel out. And that's what happened to mine. It kind of just popped right out of there. So she's been without tinsel since I've gotten her, basically. Because right when I went to brush her hair, it all just started coming out, thankfully. So, yeah. You might be able to do that. That's actually what I did. So the Barbie Dream Bestie is this doll right here. There's a doll named Brooklyn, if you didn't know, and she has basically rooted tinsel all the way. She has like 2 pigtails right here, and it has tinsel all the way around the parting and everything for that. It's like around the perimeter of the ponytail. So it's like encapsulated in that tinsel. And I basically sat there one night and I just started ripping out the tinsel one by one, getting the little bits out, and I just went all the way around her head, and some was easier than others, some was really finicky, but I was able to successfully completely de-tinsel that doll, so I'm very proud of that one. I wish I had her here to show, but yes. There was a fly. So the Palm Beach Barbie, like I was saying, in my most recent video, I did end up replacing her legs. Now, as you can see, it's not a complete skin tone match. And I did take it from a doll that was honestly like in better condition, but I think I might end up giving these legs back to that other doll and finding a kind of worser condition Barbie with better legs and hopefully a better skin tone match, because I do want this doll to have new legs, but I don't know if I want to sacrifice a better doll for this doll because she's really rough and she doesn't have a face or anything. So if you didn't know, I'm basically going to be restoring / customizing this Barbie doll. She is missing some hair plugs, so I'm going to have to do a partial reroot. I think she's a little sparse there, but I'm going to be rooting some more in there and giving her a completely new face. I don't know if I want to completely try and replicate what face she originally had or do something different, but you know, we will see what happens. I do need to run some acetone over her face and get the remainder of the paint off and stuff, but that's basically my idea for her. And I need to condition and boil wash this hair, brush it out and stuff because it is a little ratty, but yeah, that's her. That's another project I'm going to be doing soon. And it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Oh, you painted a flower on the rock. That's nice. What kind of flower did you paint? Was it just like a daisy? Or, you know, like a little sunflower or something? I'd honestly love to see it. Here she is. But yeah, she's going to be hard to repaint because she's a Barbie-sized head. And I honestly don't paint that many Barbie-sized dolls. So it's going to be very difficult to repaint her. Get her looking good. My paintbrush is a little, it's fine, but I don't know if it's as fine as I need it. But yeah, there's her. And then the last 2 dolls I wanted to show, well, one's just a body, but I do have her head. So I have a Lisa Frank Fab Friends doll, I believe her name is, from the 2000s. And I found her head, and I really liked her. Her hair had been cut, though, sadly, but I'm going to try and style it. If I can't, then I'll reroot her. And I basically didn't know where her body went, and I found her body, and I cleaned it up. If you don't know what a Lisa Fab Friends doll is, Lisa Frank doll, it's basically, I think she was like, this character that used to be on, like, school stuff. You made the flower blue and green. Ooh, nice. I like blue and green color combo. Sounds pretty. So this doll was basically a line of dolls where she was like this character, a mascot for, I think it was like school supplies or something, like lunch boxes and stuff like that. I think she had like a lot of different like merchandise and stuff, but the dolls were one of them, and I do have one, so yes, very cute, very nice. And she does have the bending legs. Very, like, you know, it's good articulation. It's not the best, but it gets the job done. She does have a very bad neck chip, as you can see. It's like chipped all the way around, and the knob is inside of her head, and I think it went inside there, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it out, but I will try. I put her on another doll's body because I didn't know where I thought I had thrown her body away, but I do have her body. It's right here, so I'm going to find that doll's head, and then I'm going to try and put it back on the body. Yes, so there's that. And then the last doll is not really a restoration or anything I'm working on. It's just that I need to find her clothes. So this is a doll I showed in my reels. I believe her name is Angel Barbie or something from like 2005 or something like that. She is pretty beat up. I wish I could show you the flower I drew on the rock. Oh my goodness, yes, I'd love to see it. If you have Instagram, you could send me like a picture or something on Instagram. My Instagram is Shin-Allen16. No spaces or like little lines or anything like that. Just Shin-Allen16. So SHIN Allen ALLEN 16. If you have Instagram, you could send me a picture. That'd be cute. I'd love to see it. But yes, her face is in really good shape. It's just she's bleached, and she does have like a little bit of a mark there. I actually promised someone, because I was doing like free Barbies, and this doll actually inspired me to do free Barbies because they left a comment under my reel, and they were like, "Oh, I'd love to have that Barbie," and I was like, "Oh, I'll give her to you if you want." I was like, I'll give her to you if you want, in my mind. But I did end up washing her and everything, but from that video, I do have her like little, there was like a piece that went back here that was connected to her. It was like a little crown or something, I don't know. And I do have her dress. I just need to find it and wash it. And then I'll put it with this doll. I'll like fix her hair up, and I'm gonna probably maybe curl her hair or something like that. And find the little thing that goes in the back. Hopefully I can find that. I at least want to find her dress for that person, because I did promise them I would actually give them this doll, as well as a couple other dolls. But yes, and she does have really bad yellowing right there. I don't know if I can get that off, sadly, but I mean, you could, but it would take a lot of, like, I don't think I have the proper things to get it off with, you know? But yes, she's the doll. She's a doll that I'm going to be working on. Her knees still bend really good. So yeah, they work really well. But yeah, that's a doll that I'm going to be trying to find her stuff and get her looking good for her next home. Yeah, so I guess I'll knot some more hair. Spray it a little bit. My grandmother actually got me this water bottle, like spritz bottle, from, I believe, Dollar Tree or something. It couldn't have costed any more than like $1 or $2, but yeah, it works really nicely. Instagram though. Oh, okay. I don't think yeah. Do I have Snapchat? I think I do have Snapchat, actually. Let me try and remember my name. Because I did have it, but I deleted it, but I still do have an account. I'll think for a minute here. I think I can remember my name. Just give me a second while I knot these hair pieces. Let's see here. Oh, I think I remembered it. It was, my Snapchat is Daniel_Wilburn. It's WILBURN. And no uppercase or anything like that. Just Daniel with all lowercase _Wilburn all lowercase, and how I spelled it. So yeah, I'll reinstall Snapchat, and if you send me a message with the picture of the rocks and stuff, I'll take a look at it. Can't believe I was able to remember that. I'll probably go until about an hour and 10 maybe. Let's see here. Okay, we get that. I want to get a lot more hair colors though. I don't have that many hair colors in this Kanekalon fiber. I honestly don't have that much like hair outside of like blonde and black. And I do have some brown in different fibers. But I'd like to get more in my Kanekalon fiber because I really do like the Kanekalon. It's easy to root with and everything, and it's decent quality, so it works well for my purposes. Yes. I was able to give away some Barbie dolls. The person contacted me and everything, and I gave them the shipping. And I'm happy that they're going to be getting some Barbie dolls and whatnot. So yes, I'm very happy about that. And then I'm gonna have to, for that package, I'm gonna have to like tape it really well because I'd like to make sure that I'll try and see. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. You can send it whenever you want if you want to. If you don't want to, then it's fine as well. Yeah, this one's a little thick, but yeah, I think double knotting this one will be fine. But yeah, I was able to give away some free Barbie dolls, and I'm happy about that. So less that I have to wash and clean myself. The other, I'm gonna have to, for the other person that reached out to me, I'm gonna have to, because they gave me their address and everything, but I'm gonna have to get it weighed and let them know the price. But I'm trying to just like spread it out. I don't want to just take a bunch of boxes to the post office all at once and be like, hey, can you weigh all of these? Also, I don't need to ship anything, I just need them weighed. Like I try and do it when I sell something and whatnot, so it's not like I feel like I'm wasting their time or anything. So yeah, but I'll have to get that done. Oh, and I forgot I need to send some pictures to somebody else, the dolls that I have left, but I did send some pictures to another person, and I want to see what they want first before I take more pictures and then send what's left to that other person. So yeah, what happened to my needle? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's spritz these hair. See, that's the thing, I have to keep continuously spritzing this hair because it just gets so dry so very quickly. I'll set that right there then. Okay, let's see here. So we've got that, so I just need a root right in here. Ooh, her head got a lot harder there. I'll probably root these plugs in there and then stop the live stream. But I think it'll go on for about a few more minutes, so. But yes, it was fun doing a live stream. I like doing live streams recently. I don't know. It's just fun to chat to the camera, and then when you get the occasional person that comes in, it's just like, oh, it's nice to talk and stuff. So, you know, I quite enjoy it. I'm gonna try and do live streams a bit earlier though, because I don't know, I think a lot of people are sleeping at night or something, and I don't want to. I am more of a night owl, I will say, but I am trying to wake up like earlier, so I'll probably schedule my live stream somewhere around 12-ish something to like 2:30-ish, maybe around there. Because I like for people to be able to watch it live, you know? Sometimes people might not be able to watch it late at night. I'll let you know about it. Oh, okay, yeah, it's fine. It's completely fine. If you don't feel comfortable sending the picture or anything like that, it's all right. I'm not like a creep or anything, so you don't have to worry about any of that. But definitely, it's only if you feel comfortable sending the picture and anything like that. If you don't, then it's fine. You know? Completely up to you. Completely fine with me. Either way. But yes. I'm just doing dolls and chatting. That's my thing. Okay, there we go. Trying to grip. Okay, there we go. The head's getting a little hard the further I go back. Oof. I also don't use Snapchat that much, so if you did end up sending the picture, I would probably exclusively re-download it just to look at the picture and then maybe delete it again because I don't have much space on my phone. So, yes. Don't have much space on my phone for that, so. But I'd love to see the little rocks and stuff. Let's see, there's another hole there. Get their hair through there. Wow, it took an hour and 3 minutes to just get this much done. That's quite a lot. Sometimes I don't realize how long it takes to do an actual reroute. I don't like count. What's sending the picture? No, we should all be careful. Yes, you should definitely take your safety into priority. You should definitely be careful who you reach out to and stuff like that. Like we are both random people online, especially if you're younger, you know, especially, you know, reaching out to somebody on YouTube and stuff like that. So we should all be careful and take our safety as the #1 priority and such. Definitely 100%. We live in a crazy world with crazy people, so you can never be too safe. That's honestly why I like Instagram, because I don't believe on Instagram you have to follow to send someone a message. You can just like accept the message request, but for something like Snapchat, you have to like befriend. I think you have to befriend them or something like that. But, you know, I don't know how Snapchat works that well, I'll be honest. I do not use it to communicate with people that often. I am more of an Instagram boy myself. I guess I'm just old like that, maybe. I'm not actually sure when Snapchat was made compared to Instagram, but I think Instagram's a little bit older than Snapchat, so yes. Okay. Did that not come through? Oh, that knot came right through, so I need to triple knot that. Don't want that ever coming out. See, that's why I would recommend like using thicker hair plugs, maybe. It all depends on what you want for your doll's hair, right? So you can choose how thick or thin it is. I tend to go for a little bit thinner just because I like my doll's hair to be manageable. But the risk of using thinner hair strands with this method is that the knot can come through unless you like knot it several, like probably about more than 3 times, more than a double knot. So you definitely need to do that. I'll probably actually knot it one more time for this one because I do not want that coming out of her head. Which I don't think it would come out with just the way I brush it anyways, but I like to make sure the hair is really secure in there. Yeah, that hole was a little bit big. I probably really should have boiled this doll's head in some really hot water, but, you know, you live and you learn. Oop, that did not go through properly, so I'll just spray it with a little water. There we go. Pop that right through. I stabbed myself a little bit on the palm there with where the needle was like this. Let's see here. Get another one there. This head is getting really tough to do in these areas, but it will help that it doesn't split because it is a bit of a harder head, so. Okay, let's see here. I kind of wonder when these dolls were first made, were their heads this teeny and were they this hard? Like, or did they kind of just like the plastic kind of shrink and get a little bit harder? I know it can happen with certain dolls, but especially from like the 70s or stuff like that, but I don't know if it happened with dolls in the 90s. I don't know. Pull that through there. Boop. Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay. They actually, for these needles, I think you can get them off Amazon, even teenier, like more slim than this. They're like jewelry needles or something where you thread the beads through, I think. Beading needles, I think they're called. But you want to get one that has like a kind of skinny, like it's not too super thick, you know, but you want it to have like a decent size eye to thread the hair through. But yeah, I got this one from Walmart. I think this was a doll making needle, but it works pretty good. It's long enough for a reroot for several different types of head sizes, but works pretty good. The eye can get a little bit big at times, for especially if you have like really close together holes, but so far I haven't experienced rippage with it, I don't think. I take that back. I did experience one little rippage, but it was with a more vintage head. So that probably had something to do with the rippage. And the holes were like extremely close and fragile and oof. Yeah, but it didn't rip it. It just ripped into another plug that made it, and it made itself bigger, so. But yeah. All right, so I'm gonna be going now. Somebody came and I need to help them with something, so I'll see you in the next live stream, and thank you for tuning in, and yeah, bye bye everyone, bye bye.